Hey everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to King Spade channel. So the fourth job is going to be patched in the Taiwan server very soon, and here with me I have the full detail of the alleged skill of all of the fourth job class that will be released. As you know, only the 6 main job class will have the fourth job released for the moment. Breaking down all skills for all 6 job class in one video, it will be a long video, so I will be breaking it down in parts of 3, one video for each part. So there will be 3 videos to cover all of the 4th job class skills. Now the info is not mine. Credit to the source ROX Unit Discord for the info. But disclaimer, this is not an official release of the job class skill detail. Whatever info in this video may not be the final official skill that the game will have. With that being said, let's get into it. So this is the first part of 3 series of this video, and in this video we will be covering on the 4th job, Windhawk and the Meister skills, which are the Hunter and the Blacksmith job class evolution line. Starting with the Windhawk, the first one we have the Hawk Rush skill. Now this skill is relatively similar to the Falcon Mastery skill. For Falcon Mastery skill, with every normal attack you have a chance to trigger the Falcon to attack. With Hawk Rush skill, however, the Hawk is triggered after you have 3 stacks of Ace Tamer buff. So with this skill, the Falcon will do a double attack for every 3 Ace Tamer stack, making the Windhawk to deal a lot more damage per second DPS. Next we have the Hawk Mastery skill. Now this skill will totally change the Falcon build. First, it increases the attack distance of the Falcon. Next, if you have higher dex stat than the INT stat, the Falcon will deal additional damage that scale with dex. And finally, if you have higher final crit than the penetration stat, the Falcon attack can deal crit damage. Mind blowing. This means that the Falcon attack can now crit, and this benefit the dex crit build Hunter. Not only they can deal crit damage with the arrow, now they can also deal crit damage with the Falcon, making the dex crit build Hunter deal a lot more damage than ever. I wonder what will happen to the INT Falcon build. Does this mean that they need to transition to the crit build? I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. Next we have the Nature's Friend skill. So the way I see it, this skill is just increase the probability of the Falcon to attack when doing normal attack. When doing normal attack, if it does not trigger the Falcon Remastery skill, it then has a chance to trigger the Bleed Speed, Falcon Assault and Hawk Rush skill. Next, Walk Thief. Similar to the Hawk Mastery skill, the Walk Bite attack distance is increased, and if you have higher final crit than the penetration stat, the Walk now also can deal crit damage. And lastly, if you have higher INT stat, the Walk damage is increased that scale with the INT. I always thought that the Walk damage is scaled with dex, so now perhaps they want the INT Falcon build or the Trap build to benefit from the Walk skill as well. Next, this is more like an air travel skill. This allows you to attach on the Hawk to fly over a distance, gaining shield while gliding on the air, and blind the target if you land on the target. And right after that, you gain a buff that deals extra damage on low HP target. Next, Wind Sign skill. When using Gale Storm and Crescent Bolt skill has a chance to inflict Wind Mark debuff on the target. The target with this debuff cannot enter hiding state. Alright, so this skill has a relation to the next skill, the Calamity Gale skill. The target with the Wind Mark debuff will additionally receive damage from a summoned Raging Storm, dealing an AoE damage to the target and its surrounding. A total of 8 Raging Storm can be summoned. Wow, imagine you are hitting a group of targets, let's say the small size target with 5 monsters, so there will be 5 Raging Storms summoned on that area, wiping the target faster than ever. Next, Gale Storm skill. This is essentially like the Arrow Shower skill, but deal a lot more damage. The damage is increased the more target it hit, and the skill cooldown is significantly reduced if you hit more than 6 targets. I mean, I don't know how you can hit more than 6 targets, but perhaps you can do it in GVG. Next, Crescent Bolt skill. This for me is like the sharpshooting skill, but it can shoot 5 times, with each shoot consume 10% of your maximum SP, so use it 5 times will consume all of your SP, and the damage is increased for every shoot. Next, advanced trap skill. So this is the only trap skill for Windhawk. It is a passive skill, I think. It increases the trap damage and its attack range further. Next, let's call this the elemental arrow array skill. So what this skill do is shoot an elemental arrow field on the designated area that follows your weapon attribute. The targets within that field will then take additional damage according to the field element. So for example, if I'm using the fire arrow, when I cast the elemental arrow field skill on the ground, the target within the field will receive extra damage when attacked with fire attribute damage. And the final skill for Windhawk, we have the wolf flute. This is a skill that you use to get on and get off the walk, and that's it. That is for the Windhawk skill set. Looks like the dex build, especially the skill spammer build or perhaps the short bow user, will have a lot more skills to use. The crit build also will benefit from this upgrade. They can now use the falcon to deal crit attack, increasing further their damage. The falcon build also actually not that bad. They will deal extra attack with the hawk rush skill, and the trap build will deal higher damage and can set the trap further away from the target. And perhaps after this, the trap build can finally make use of the vulture's eye skill to increase the trap damage further. Alright, moving on to the fourth job, Meister, the evolution line for the blacksmith job class. The first one, we have activation attack machine skill. This skill summons a drone to attack at most 3 targets in a fan-shaped area. The attack can be crit if using mass weapon and can only be casted when using the magic gear or Mado gear. Next, activation defense machine. This skill on the other hand summons a barrier that protects ally inside the shield. It has the ability to resist a certain amount of damage based on your HP. Next, ABR Battle Warrior. ABR is stand for Automatic Battle Robot. So for Meister, one of their specialty for the fourth job is to summon this automatic battle robot to help them in battle. The ABR need 1 ABR capsule item to be summoned. There are 3 types of ABR that can be summoned, and only 2 types of ABR can be summoned at one time. The first one, we have the ABR Battle Warrior. This little robot will attack the target and will deal a heavy blow after doing a certain number of attacks. This attack can crit. Next, ABR Dual Cannon. This robot deals fire physical damage to enemies within 4 meters range. And the last one, ABR Infinity. It doesn't say much of what this robot does, but it seems like this robot is used to command the Battle Warrior and the Dual Cannon robot to cast heavy attack continuously. The attack speed of the activation attack machine skill drone will also be double. And then we have the ABR Mastery skill. This skill will increase the other skills when using ABR Battle Warrior and ABR Dual Cannon skill. Next, we have Rush Quack skill. Immediately charge towards the designated location. Pull the targets within 6 meters at the impact point. Deal damage and inflict armor break. This is a mass weapon exclusive skill and can crit. Next, Mechanical Supercharger skill. This allows the magic gear weapon supercharge to deal normal attack. I think it is the little drone flying with the magic gear. I'm not sure myself. Using this skill will decrease your attack speed, but it increases your normal attack damage instead. The Midas Touch, Zenny Storm, Hurl, Zenny, and Zenny Pull skill will all then be changed to weapon attributes and can crit. I think this is so that the mace user can benefit from using this skill now that it can crit. Next, Axe Stomp. Stomp the axe, deal damage in a straight line while also inflict slow effect, and at the end of the line deal additional damage to target within 6 meters while also knocking up the target for 2 seconds. This is an axe weapon exclusive skill. Next, Mechanical Modification skill. This skill description is all over the place. It does a lot of things. First, when on the magic gear, the card evolution, card hurl, card blitz, and card termination skill are all changed to fire attribute. Then when the activation attack machine is on, card hurl will deal fire physical damage to all enemies in range every second, and the card blitz will have the effect to trigger the activation attack machine skill drone attack. Card termination will also deal additional fire higher physical damage to enemies on the path. Take a moment to let it seep into the mind. And moving on to the next skill, Elemental Shift. This is also a lot of things going on in one skill. First, when magic gear is attacked by earth, fire, water and wind attribute damage, excluding damage caused by debuff, has a 2.5% chance to change your armor attribute to resist the damage. Then when the metal gear is attacked by large, medium or small monsters, the damage you take is reduced by 15%, 10% and 5% respectively. And additionally, increased PvP final physical damage and magic damage reduction stat. Again, let it seep in. And continue to the last skill for the Meister, Emergency Suit. When using Suicidal Destruction skill to escape from the magic gear, you then switch into the Emergency Suit. When in the Emergency Suit, movement speed is increased and you can still use the skills that need the magic gear to be used. So now you can continuously using the magic gear skill with or without the magic gear. Alright, that are 2 of the 6 job class 4th job skills, the Windhawk and the Meister. So what do you think of this job skill set? Will it make a huge difference when it finally patched into the game? Let me know your thought in the comment below. And stay tuned for the other job class 4th job skill set. That's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.